The One Sydney Many People strategy reflects the university community's deep commitment to ensuring that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures and knowledge take their rightful place in our teaching and research, and that all staff and students understand what it is to live alongside the First Nations communities that have been inhabiting this land for 60,000 years. This is our commitment and responsibility as an Australian university.
As Australia's first university, the University of Sydney has a tradition of developing leadership for good and shaping change to improve the lives of those in our community, as well as the local, national and international communities we serve. And we celebrate the increasing voice and influence of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples on our campuses and in how we contribute to the social and physical environment that makes our university special.
Narragansett, culture and community. Culture and community lies at the heart of everything we do. Through One Sydney Many People, we strengthen our resolve to continue to listen and to engage with the communities we serve. We will find practical and meaningful ways to do this through developing an Indigenous procurement policy and an Indigenous philanthropy strategy. We'll also build and develop the cultural competence of our staff and students and continue to meet the university's commitment to cultural competence graduate attribute. The communities that surround all of our campuses play a huge role in enriching the culture of our university and the important life learning that takes place when we interact and grow culture together. We are a public institution. It's our duty and social obligation contract to engage with all communities, be a conduit for conversations and a means to celebrate and enhance culture. Eora, people, our staff and students. We have an extraordinary opportunity to ensure that all students and staff understand what it is to learn and work on a land that hosts the world's oldest continuous culture. From this perspective, we can start to build the foundations to achieve both staff and student population parity within the coming decade. Through a partnership-driven collaborative approach, we will enhance the capacity for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander school students to transition to higher education while also reforming staff opportunities for employment, promotion and progression. Our staff and students all have a role to play in this strategy. NARA, education and research embedding Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander knowledges, history and cultures in university practice is the foundation of One Sydney Many People. In this strategy, we prioritise support for faculties and schools for many things, including their efforts to Indigenise the curriculum, whilst also ensuring staff are able to deliver Indigenised content appropriately and safely for all students. We will also work alongside the Narragansett Indigenous Research Strategy to become the university of choice for current, emerging and prospective Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander researchers and postgraduate students. Through all of this, we will maximise the access we have to cutting-edge technology and the best practice in all faculties, disciplines and our schools. Pumuluan, environment. We know our university community expects and understands the importance of having a sense of place and belonging in our physical, emotional and spiritual environments. We also recognise the importance of place and belonging for our students. For this, we have prioritised the creation of a dedicated space or two for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students here at the Camperdown campus, which will house bespoke academic and student support services. The Gadigal Centre in John Woolley and the Urangarang space in Susan Wakel are two spaces specifically created for our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students. We are also developing a bilingual signage program of work that will share the story of place for many of our lecture halls, buildings, precincts and other prominent places on our campus, truly embedding Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander knowledges and cultures in every aspect of what we do, where we go and how we pay respects to country. It's of course the people who make this university. But you need to hold true those spaces for human interactions and connections to place, where we can nourish the pursuit of academic excellence and deep connection to culture. This will benefit us all. One Sydney Many People was developed through an extensive co-design process where Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community leaders, university staff and students, senior leadership, alumni, donors, researchers, government, business, colleagues from many other academic institutions and our other important stakeholders were invited to participate in surveys, workshops, smaller group meetings, ones-on-ones and other ways to ensure that everyone who wanted to say something about the work of the portfolio had the opportunity to do so. As we journey together, it's our sincere mission that we are truly one Sydney, many people.